Hi, everyone. This is Monica. I am still trying out new ways to present my free content. Um, I have aspirations to have a podcast. I'm trying this live, yet it is recorded. I know at this point in time, I don't have very many people subscribed to my channel, and that is perfectly fine because I'm trying things. So, as what I want to talk about briefly, not too long, is about what happened recently with the Olympics so far. I tried to get into it. The time difference uh, kind of does not really work for my schedule right now. Like it kind of, and I still would love to see the opening ceremony. Like I'm trying to find broadcast of it or recordings of it. But what I did notice in the news today was that gymnast Simone Biles um, pulled out of the team competition. And I think what she did was the right thing for her. I believe we live in a society that does not value people protecting their energy, protecting themselves, really, knowing themselves enough to set boundaries. And so I guess ironically it is this the idea of sports and being in a sport, like you sacrifice, you get bloody, you get muddy, you give it all, like, and who's not to say that she did not give it all? She did. She gave all enough for what was required. um I'm sure I'm trying to be mindful with my words. I feel passionate about this in a lot of different ways and a lot of different reasons. But if I was her coach or her trainer or anything like that, or she's been in the. I'll just say that she's been in the Olympics before. She has won medals. She knows what it's like. It's not like she's brand new to what is happening to her. And I think if she's making the right moves, smart moves for her, this is my speculation, that she pulled out and her team still won medals. Okay. This is also a sport where the difference between gold and silver is kind of literally the tenth of a hundredth of a point. Do you hear what I'm saying? If you know anything about math, the tenth of a hundredth of a point. So if she's trying to, support her team, help her team, it's a tight in competition. And if she wants to move forward in the individuals, it would probably make good sense to just be like, you know what? I think we did well, and we're in a good position to make medal at least. And even if that's not the case, um just taking care of your own self. There are always going to be people who want to push you, want you to give, and then they don't really appreciate what you give because they're always looking for the next thing. And I'm sure, if you look up her history, she's been through so much in her life. She's been through so much. And believe it or not, I think that's actually what has propelled her to be as great as she is. And because of that, she probably knows just how far she needs to go to protect her own sanity. And when it's time to pace yourself and take a rest, then you do that. Your body and your mind in my opinion, are no different. People respect, like, oh, well, she broke her arm or she's bleeding or whatever, that kind of thing. But for some reason, we still have this hang up about taking care of your emotions, taking care of your mind. And in the last 5 years, we have now discovered that your emotions do affect you like in a physical way. Excuse me, in a physical way. It affects your hormones, the chemicals in your body. So your mind is very, very important to keep in the game. Like, I will say that when I am a vocal coach, I use athletes as an example because they have that mental energy and that mental um, uh, ability, and they have those tools that a lot of us in our everyday life we should be using more of. And I also feel like a lot of athletes should be using more of that self-care, mental, emotional tools in the same way that, I hate to say, when we wait until it's too late. If we maintain, then we're always going to be okay on some level. So I support Simone in this. And yes, there's going to be people who say, "Oh, she's a quitter." It's like, how is she a quitter? In comparison to whom? She already has medals, gold medals. How is she a quitter? Because she won't sacrifice her mental state that affects her physical body, by the way. You really got to think about it's easy for people to be backseat drivers when they don't have to drive the body. Okay? Our bodies are electric. And I want to teach that. I want to guide that into more people. It's more than just being, muscular or skinny or whatever. Our emotional state, our mental state drives our bodies. And I, again, celebrate her for taking that step to take care of her body, her electric body. So yeah, I didn't want to go too far into this, and like I said, exploring different ways to broadcast for myself. So this is the Body Electric. It's a supplement. Take care.